Hello everyone, welcome to the fourth episode of Tale of Immortal Tips and Playthrough in Chaos Difficulty. And this episode will be dedicated to Sect Management. And let's first, once you become Grand Elder, 1 month past you can receive this message that you can come back to the sect and challenge the sect tradition. And it might take a few months, but it will happen. And let's try to challenge the sect tradition while still in Qigong session early and still using the same skill as in foundation. Forgot to do this. I think I might be able to win. Let's see. So we go to promotion, go to here, and try it. You should save beforehand, and I think I forgot to save, which is not good. But let's see. Okay, it's not that bad. Alright, okay. Yeah, it turns out to be quite simple. Yeah, and she's using this outlet. Oh, come on. If without this bamboo, it will be actually doing the damage to herself, but this is dumb. Sometimes against NPCs it's just a pain because they're just running far away. You can't even see them. But yeah, it is quite simple, much easier than I thought. And now I will become the sect leader. Yep. So your previous sect leader, you don't need to challenge she or him. It used to be in the previous patch the sect leader will die, but now I think they just become the rogue cultivators, so it's not that bad. Yep, now I am the cult leader. Sect leader, not cult leader, sorry. So first thing first. Not this, but since that is this. The way to manage your sect. Very important. Let's first look at what other things are there. You have sect members. So these members here are not those members which have a name. You see, all of these members have a name. But what are more important are those numbers. This number here, most of them don't have a name. And you can reach a higher member number. And you want your sect prestige to be high, because the prestige affects the rarity of the items in your library. So right now, for example, I can have orange rarity and the purple rarity ones. If you want, and for this martial skill, I only even have blue. This means this is because the sect prestige is too low. So you want to improve the prestige so that this can become red books. This is one of the biggest source of red books in your playthrough. And stability, which is okay, it just affects how much prosperity you have. And the more higher prosperity, the higher monthly tax you get. So you don't need to send too many people just for the money. And loyalty, as long as it's higher than I think 80 or 90, people won't leave. If it's too low, people will leave. Like not only the unnamed members, but even named members will leave. And Spirit Stone, basically money, how much money you have. This is obviously important because you need Spirit Stones to pay the salary. So for example here, 8,127. If I claim my wage 900, doesn't change. Or maybe it probably not in real time, but next month it will cut this much money from this. And then mining and herb will affect how fast this thing will refresh. For example, here you have mining and herb values here. So right now both are 1,200. And if you put your mouse here, it shows that if you reach 2,500 or every year, this will refresh. So obviously, if you can refresh, get more mining and herbs to your sect, the faster you can receive refreshment of these things. And you need skill fruits, obviously, and also you need many other things. And as obviously, one most important thing as sect leader is that you see now I don't need any privilege in order I don't need any sect tradition in order to buy anything. It's completely free for me. I can buy everything for free. This not only applies to the pavilion, but everything in the library as well. Yeah, even all these clan treasures, everything's free for me. So what this means, what you can do is like, you could have already claim every single red book here and sell it in the auction. And don't worry about your NPCs because they won't buy this thing anyway. And you can switch sect main menus. So right now the only available one is lightning. But if I manage to conquer other sects, this will add into those possible elements into here. Then I can choose what is the menu I want. For example, I conquered a sect with blade, spear, sword, everything, and I only want sword martial arts. Then I can get rid of others here and leave only sword here. Then next half year, when I refresh this library, I will see only sword ones. This is one good way for you to get, the correct skills you want. For example, because if you have watched my lightning tutorial video, you will know that for the lightning secret menu, you need this every time you trigger lightning bolt, it will increase the damage. This is not every single secret menu have this sub skill, and sometimes you just need a lot of try to check many times to find a good menu book that you need. So being a sect leader and you can select only one element will give you a higher chance to finding the menus you need. Does that covers everything? Yeah. So now about how to manage the sect. Just if everything is in mission hole, first thing first. Usually when you become the sect leader, this thing auto assign its own. Turn it off. That's number one thing to do. Turn this thing off. Then you go to assign mission. Forget about all these exclamation marks because those doesn't matter. Because those are giving you this, special ones. You don't need to care about them. What matters is how do you allocate your unnamed sect members into different tasks. So you can see there are 89 disciples are available. So the first thing I will do, I will put everyone into recruitment. Okay, because I need to increase the number of disciples so that the more numbers I have, then I can assign them to do different things. And to get the number of disciples, you need to recruit. Then you come to click here, recruitment. So because I was a grand elder of this recruitment department before, so I already did this. But the point is, when you started this thing should look something like this. Yeah, just realized this English version don't even have this thing done properly. So if you just started, your number should look something like this. So what you should do is first set everything to 0, like this. Okay. And then you find the one which gives you the highest number, population plus. Like for example, if you click on this one, you drag the maximum, it shows 45 population. And this one goes to 58, better than that one. Come to here, 36, bad. And this post bar should give you high risk population, plus 72. So as basically in this way, I put all 89 of my disciples into recruitment, and I put all 89 into this post bar. This will give me a plus 72 population increase. And then another important thing, you should look at internal affairs. And here it will show you what happened previous month. And you can see that, just check here, the sect population declined by 10, which means because they are doing all kind of quests, and you will lose disciples in this way. So you lose 10 disciples, and previously we have managed to add population 25. This is because I, as a grand elder, I already did the part. So in this way, the sect population increased 15 last month. And next month it will increase much more because I have sect mission. It's supposed to be increasing about 72. Well, actually it's not exactly this number, but about this number. So in a few months, maybe 3 or 4 months, I will go to maximum numbers of disciples in this region. After that, I will try to separate the disciples into different missions. But the point is, patrol will allow you to increase your stability. And if you check your internal affairs, you see that your the sect was plagued by stability fallen by 37. So automatically it falls. And if you look at sect territory, this is how big our sect is. Sometimes you want to expand your sect territory, and the bigger sect territory is, the more the monthly this tax you get, and higher prosperity you get. But that also means this decline of sect stability will be more, which means you have to put more members into this patrol mission. So initially, before you expand your sect too big, you don't need to put too many people into patrol. Okay? And external affair will give you sect prestige. It's written here, stability. And external affair will give you sect prestige. As I said, important because you need prestige, high prestige to get better books. And again, you need to look at internal affairs. It will sect prestige automatically drops each month. So in the first 3 months, because I put everyone into recruit, which means my stability will drop, my prestige will drop, and most importantly, my spirit stone will drop, because nobody is earning money. And because spirit stone drops, I can't give salary to everyone, so their loyalty will drop. So be careful in these first 3 months. If you see your loyalty is too low, be a bit more careful in that. And the next mission, what is it? Construction. This is the one to increase herb and ore, so better fill your pavilion. And the last one, treasure department. That's how you get your money from. So basically, number of disciples, stability, prestige for the books, herb and ore for the pavilion stuff, and finally money. You need enough money. Not only you want to give salary to your people, but also, as I said before, in order to relocate your sect to a new region, you need more money. You need 30,000 spirit stones in order to build this. It's not that easy. And what else? Sect tactics doesn't really matter much. I don't think you need to check. And sect territory, you can see everyone from here. You can see there are friendly ones in red, affinity, and you have to see the red ones basically to enemy sect. So the sect in YongNing region is quite boring because there are no resource points, but you will find more resource points once you came to other regions like HuaFeng region, etc. And then in this place you can also click on that resource region and send some disciples to take over that resource. Those will give you a passive income of resources, for example herbs and ores, so that you can fill your pavilion even faster. And I will show you how, but basically it's the same. Right now I put everything into recruitment. Then once I start to put everything here to other places, you should do also the same thing. First set everything to 0 and find out the one give you the highest plus, for example here plus the stability, and put everything into that one task, so subtasks. And how much people, what's the percentage you put into each of them? I believe there is a number, kind of optimal number, but the easiest way is just to look at how much gain it gives you and remember how much loss it has in the previous months, and just adjust accordingly. If you need prestige at that point, just give more people into the prestige. If you need more money, spirit stones, at some point you put more people into the money department. And that's how it goes. It looks like I need to spend about 12k spirit stones to pay the wage, and I have only 8k, which means next month I don't have enough money. And if that is not good, so they will drop the loyalty. But hopefully in 2 or 3 months I should come to the maximum number. Then I can give more people to earn money. So it will be fine. Alright. And yeah, as a sect leader, what I'm gonna do is sell everything from my sect to auction. Doesn't sound like a very nice thing to do, but this is the way you get money. And you need money to do things. I put as 1 because, I mean, you can do this like fill and it will 3,000, but it will take you 300 as the fee, and I don't want to give them the fee. And I actually don't really care how much they got sold. So, I mean, if you really want, and actually, that's the weird part of this game. You put in 5,000, I think there's a high chance it won't get even sold in auction. Sometimes in case like this, I put 2,000. But, I mean, so why not just 1? Okay. And I will finish some missions, just randomly. I might want to, I forgot to show you one thing. So you can also change many things here. You can change the name. Click on this thing. And you can change whether you want to be righteous or demonic. Right now I don't want to change anything. You can change the rules. Gossiping on enemy. I don't really care, to be honest. Sometimes they have annoying rules like dual cultivation, But anyways, I don't plan to do dual cultivation in this save, so let it be. And this can be annoying because sometimes you just need to do geomancy, and once you disobey the rules, you actually get reduce your contribution, as well as your sect leader opinion towards you will drop, and that is annoying. So what I'm gonna do, this is right. Where is the other dual cultivation one? This one. Okay. Just don't do dual cultivation. Don't have sex. And then I can go to okay. I think it is just it is here. Sorry, I'm so dumb. You can change name here. I don't like dingy effect. Sorry, I'll just put it at a Yuanzhi sect. And for some reason, I have to click OK twice. And that's it. As a Qi condensation, this means I could already directly drink the alcohol from HuaFeng region, which will give me much higher attack. And this mighty strength can stack with the mighty strength from the YongNing region. This is giving me a good advantage against other lower level cultivators. Also, I need to buy this condensation pills in order to break through. And I'm just going to do it now. Also, I could already start to buy a better ring. So this looks better. If it's possible, I would like to buy a grade 3 mount as well, but it's not really available here. I could sell something. Right, I on my way to here, I defeat one big boss, so this dropped me this again. And this comes from a small event once you first reach HuaFeng region, but I think they haven't really planned out this event according to what they wanted, because what this does is just to give you affinity to artificial spirit. And I thought it would be a quest, but it doesn't really do anything apart from give you this. It's a bit weird. And for now, this thing, green rarity interest item, won't give you anything anymore, so I could just sell them like this. I will keep this, and I will keep this. I will sell this guy, and that's it. I mean, if I have enough money, I could do this quest, because this is actually important quest as well. This will tell you this dude. Once you have the 20,000 spirit stones, you could start doing this quest. And give him 20,000 stones because it will give you a pretty good reward. For now, I don't have it. And I can look for rogue cultivators at very high realm. For example, I just talk with this guy, send him a gift, and now he has 1 heart. Then I recruit him into my sect, and obviously a Northern Soul will be very powerful during Sect 5, and I will promote him to Grand Elder ASAP. I am thinking of this person as well. Let's first talk. Small talk. He likes me. I give him a gift, maybe repellent charm. Usually they take this charm. Okay, here I take this. And can you try to... I have too low stamina. I need to rest. Gain my stamina. Recruit. Do you want to join? Please. Yes. So now I would have 2 Northern Soul cultivators in my room and in my sect, and this will be very powerful. Okay, let's come back. So I'm still curious, what is this? Okay, yeah, it's a small event I encountered. Not a big deal. And we don't need you to be Grand Elder, come on. Sorry about that. Who is... Yes, this is the person I wanted to be the Grand Elder. Get out of here. And there should be another. Yes, him. Well, this normally means this dude and this dude will leave, but that's okay. With 2 Northern Soul Grand Elders, this will help us not only in the sect wars, which we need to do to conquer other sects, but also can protect us against other, cultivator in the HuaFeng, other sects in the HuaFeng region for the revenge wars. And yeah, I have already got 300 disciples, and this is, I think this is the maximum number you can get in the first region, YongNing region. And I have already did some relocation allocation for these disciples. So I have 65. I think 60 should be enough because 65 give me plus 53 population. And if I look at this, last time it declined 37. So I assume 60 should be enough for this. And I do need more people. I think I will reduce this because I need more money. So 18,000, and with the plus 4,000, which may be 22, and that is barely enough for the Spirit Stone to pay the wages. Meanwhile, I think, meanwhile, I have a lot of people to increase the prestige and the curves. So yeah, as you can see, my pavilion already have much more things. And I could spend some prestige to expand, but I do not. Yeah, here, you can always expand your territory if you have enough prestige and spirit stones. But for now, I need to wait. Let's see, prestige. Oh wow, fallen by 125. Stability to fallen by 37. Stability added 38 and prestige added 168. That is not enough. So I might reduce a bit her because right now it doesn't really have the fruit I wanted. I mean, lightning is okay, but before I expand my elements, there's no point of adding all this right now. So I guess what I'm gonna do is I reduce this thing to 10. I will have a bit more prestige. This is something, since I am at Chi condensation now, you can already see the shrines, and Jade Blossom Shrine is the most important one, because this can give you skill fruits. So, as a sect leader, I have quite a lot of, red books, and if I give it it increased pretty fast. So next month I just need to come again, give something, then I can get some skill books. And you should probably do it every month to get more skill fruits, because you need a lot of skill points in order to take all the high rarity mine skills. And if you don't do it, it won't ever be enough. But it's not a thing that I knew before, so sometimes I just forget. I just here to remind you that this thing exists and you should use it. Let's say you. And yeah, this is the Jade Blossom Immortal, and she will give you some skill fruit. You can only worship every month, once per month. That's the problem. But skill fruit is pretty nice. It give you +2 skill point. Each one, this is a G6 because I'm using the lowest realm one. The higher realm you give those menus, the higher possible the rarity of the skill fruit will be. So this gives add my quite a lot of skill points. So now I have got more than 20,000 spirit stones, so I can continue this game. As I mentioned, it is good that you should give this person the money for him to, go with his adventures. He's a super lucky guy, and he will give you quite a lot of reward. What I'm really curious, what is this guy's true identity, or is he just simply lucky? But yeah. And immediately next month, you will receive this event from giving the 20k spirit stones to Yuanzhi. And you will get this G3 skill fruit. That's quite good because that's like 100 skill points. Just see how much do I have in total. Like by giving out those books for some G6 skill fruits from Jade Blossom Shrine and debating all the time, I only got 200. And just this one quest itself would give me much more than 100. So 300 now. It's really good to give him the 20k, definitely worth it. And here we come to the year 7, month 1, day 1, another auction. And because this is the first auction that I had after I become a sect leader, so actually in the beginning of this month there is actually a message telling me that there's a special thing coming into the auction. And because I reloaded the save, so that thing disappeared. But the point is, if you come to the auction house, join it. It's interestingly, there's another swan sister. Oh, thank you. Actually, I will take up. Wow, that's a lot of money. I like it. So, anyways, forget about those. So you can see all these red menus I try to sell. That's not the point. The point is you should be able to, yes, ancient page. So this is the item which they added in, I think, the last big patch or some kind of small patch ago. So basically allows you to change your sect destiny. And it is very important to have this. And it will always appear in the first auction after you become sect leader. Though I don't know, it happens again. Basically means like when I shift to the HuaFeng region, will this thing happen again? But I will definitely try to take this one. I'm not interested in all the other books because I'm already beyond foundation. So let's go this and go skip. And we're gonna wait. I should already have quite some money because I tried to sell all these manuals. They should give me quite some money. Didn't realize it would take so long, actually. But because all that item that I wanted in the end, so I have to wait for this thing. And I actually already have enough spirit stones in my sect to conquer other sects. But I have been going around in HuaFeng region and try to talk with the Paragon. Paragon NPCs, and then I try to bring high realm ones, and then I try to bribe them, make them like me more, and then invite me to my sect, so that I have a good sect army consists of golden core and chi condensation, or even nothing so NPCs, so that when I conquer other sects, it will be much easier. So that's what I've been doing, and also I'm just waiting for this auction to show you this. After this, I will start the sect wars. Okay, looks like it's coming here. I don't, this kind of thing, they shouldn't have anyone to fight with me, because unless they are sect leader, there's no use for them to have this thing. Or maybe, maybe it is actually this much. Okay, great, I got this. Now, we can do this. Come back to my deck. And as you can see now, I have quite a lot of Spirit Stone. I even use it once to bring the loyalty above 90. And again, that's because I have been assigning this quest so that I'm focusing on the treasury department. I don't really care about the construction. I mean, the season affair, the sect prestige is just I think it's rising a little bit. It's not even increasing that much. If I see, okay, it does increase a lot. I don't even expand the territory now because I want to save Spirit Stone for the conqueror. And so this is this one, the CangLong sect and my previous HuanYou sect are the ones that I would like to conquer, because each of them have 6 different elements and they are different. So once I conquer these 2, I should have every element. I could leave these 2 just being there. It's not a problem. Anyways, so for example, you can see that the sect leader obviously is in reward, but you are not going to fight the sect leader when you conquer one single branch. You are only going to fight the Grand Elder. Okay, so that is the main point. And it shouldn't be a bigger problem when I am at a higher realm. Sometimes they got really high realm NPCs, and that can be a bigger problem, because even though you can bring higher realm NPC in your side, but in the first phase of sect war, you can easily win. But then it's you versus the Grand Elder themselves, and if they are somehow have haven't chosen chi condensation late, or even have let's say a golden core, you probably won't be able to defeat them. Then maybe just give up. Come to the next region and do your conquer. It will be the same. You just have a bit more problem to get that one specific element you wanted. But you can still get it once you're at HuaFeng region, so it's not a big problem. For now, I am lucky that these 2 I wanted to conquer, they don't have that. Well, this guy, yeah, they also are okay. 2 foundations. Let me see. This guy, foundation. So yeah. And okay, one thing you can do, for example, if this person is the golden core and I need to conquer this sect, what you can do is 1 month ago you try to ask this guy out. Obviously, this will only work when you are at opposite sects, right? And you can ask this guy out, then this guy won't be joining the sect war. So it's kind of a dirty way, but it's actually pretty fun if you think about it. The logic behind it actually works. Because I can totally imagine in some kind of novels, people using this kind of tricks. When they try to starting a war, before the war, they try to ask someone seduce important like sect leader or Grand Elders. Anyways, so let's see. So I want to save first because I am not sure how much, what kind of sect phase it will appear in my sect. So let's use the ancient page. Yes. So of course I got Murderous Rise. There's no way I don't use this. So now once I change this, you can see that the Spirit Pavilion become Murderous Rise. Great. Alright. Now we just need to try to attack the next one. So to wage a war, what you can do is go to, for example, CangLong district. Let's declare the war. since I have enough money, I can bring about 50k. I mean, I don't need to bring any ore, herb, because yeah, that's fine. I mean, I could bring a little bit, but not a bigger problem. Let's go. What I suggest you to do is, before you declare the save, save it and export your save into a folder. So that, because once you pass a month, this save will be rewritten. But you can, once you export your save, you can still load it back in from your computer. Just to be safe, I would suggest you to do that. Yep, let's go. Okay, so now we just need to wait for next month. And now you can see there's a little thing here. It shows that, yeah, next month you're going to fight. And here we go. Because we want to directly conquer this sect, so do not send someone, because if you send someone, you are only going to plunder the resource. You don't really have the option to destroy the sect. So you have to do it by yourself. And this is also the reason why, if you think you can hire someone at a high realm or some heaven chosen to do your job for you, it's not possible. Like I said before, if you find the sect branch have really high realm Grand Elder and you can't defeat it, maybe it is time to give up. But I think we are okay here. Oh, right. I forgot to come here again after I break through the Chikanization, because I think I can learn more menus. Anyways, Manchi, oh no. No. You are not my... Sometimes they do have other people helping them. But he is also Foundation, so not a big problem. Even if he is strong, I also have strong disciples and elders, so that's not an issue. The main problem is the final fight between me and their Grand Elder. And let's see. And now, because I did the thing by myself, I can completely wipe them out. And you need to do this. And now, if you look at your manual library, look here. There are more things now. So there are 6 more elements, and that's because we have conquered the CangLong sect, which have these 6 elements. And therefore, everything can appear in your manual library now. Anyways, so now we have conquered this sect. Now the next target is this one. Doesn't really matter if they like you or not. I mean, I need those elements, so I'm going to do it. Retribution. No, it doesn't really change your prestige. Interesting. And now I can come back to here. And obviously I can do the same thing. And just look at this. It is so bad. You need disciples. I mean, if you find this thing too much work to do, you can also just forget about all these things and, let it be. And here we go. Another sect war. I mean, it would be the same as before. And I just want to show it again, just to... I mean, the result would be the same, but the point is, after conquering this sect, my own sect would have all the elements. And I think I would then just start to move the sect into the HuaFeng region. And then this should be end of this video. Let's see. Oh, I just forgot something. I'm using my own sect to try to conquer this. Yeah, but that was the point. Right, sorry. No. Forget what I said. There's something I want to show you about how to get sect phase, but for now I want all the elements, so I have to use my main sect. That's one important thing. Back to my main sect. Now, if I come to the menu, you see that I have all 12 elements. This is because these two both have 6 elements, and I have conquered all of them. So I have all 12 elements added to my library, and next time when it refresh, it should be more. I need 350. How much do I add each time? 60, yeah. Okay, good. Let's wait till next month. Meanwhile, I will continue exploring in the HuaFeng region. Okay, just remember that now we have Murderous Rise in our own pavillion because we have changed it. This is the one we conquered just now, right? If you now click on it, this is a word together. Oh god. Oh god, this is... It's supposed to be Murderous Rise. I don't know why it is the word together. I think it's because the developers forget this again. So what happens, is supposed to happen is the spirit pavilion will appear the sect fate that you have, the one you conquered to. So if you remember, our sect fate used to be the word together. That's why now in the conquered sect it appears as the word together. And apparently using that item to change sect fate doesn't really affect this. I think this is a bug. This is definitely a bug. And in that way, this will be the same. Yes, that's right, the word together. However. So, now, remember this used to be CangLong sect, right? And we know CangLong sect is here. So if I click on this, so their sect pavilion used to be deeper tail footwork. And now, this is a trick. So let me first come back here. Wow, that's very expensive. What about here? Yeah, that's better. Anyway, so let me come back to here. It's slightly cheaper. Now if I use, come to the console, go to secretary, and I am at the branch. Now if I use this branch, start a war against this Zilan sect, after I conquer it, the new Zilan, so the new sect here on the Zilan sect, not this one, in their spirit pavilion, they will appear not the word together, neither Murderous Rise because that is out of the question. It will be the deep tail footwork because that is the original sect fate of this one. Actually, let me think about this. How many members do I have? I don't really have much members. That's one problem. I have 5 because in order to 5 sect war, I need a bit more members. What about? Wait. Do you have any strong foundation? He's weak. So let me do this. And this, you can see that's the difference. Now I am leaving from our branch sect against the new sect. And after this war, you would see in the new sect, the sect destiny would be the deeper tail footwork. And right, the reason why I want to do it at this time is simply because this is time, at the YongNing region, because then I can bring all the elements to HuaFeng. I could also, like when I shift to HuaFeng, then can use my YongNing branch to conquer the last YongNing sect. But in that way, the elements will only be brought to the YongNing branch sect, not my main sect. Now, let's just let you see what exactly will happen with that. So let's come to here. Come to this. And here you go, deeper tail footwork. So that's how you can get different sect fates, in one single run without quitting and joining new sects. And here we go. This is a next event, still from Yuanzhi quest. And I think this is one of the one with really good. Yes, this is the one with quite good reward, because once you use this mysterious ore, you get this thing, a wisp of soul, and this will directly bring your artifact spirit from level 1 to level 4, or let's say from level 4 to level 5. So it brings that much copy of artifact spirit, and it's quite useful. I really would suggest you to use this to either Mengyi or Muqing. once you have them. But again, those will probably wait. I will introduce artifact and artifact spirit much later. And here we go. 1 month passed. Our treasure pavilion now have less herb and mining, but I got every single skill fruit coming out from here. And this is pretty nice. And this is one of the main reason I want to show you this. Why you need to, not you need, but you should be a sect leader early and conquer the other sects while you are at YongNing already. If you are really trying to min-max, and not really min-max, it does help you, brings you much more convenience. Because this allows you to easily to choose whichever build you want to use. And I would say, the main advantage of being a disciple is really just you can participate in those sect events or tournaments more happily, but you can already do that while you're doing your, normal mode playthrough. And in chaos, I would say that it is important to, grab all the resource you need. You can. And for example, I have this guy as my Grand Elder as Northern, so I am not afraid for any revenge battles at this point. And alright, let me see if I have the. No, not you. Not you. No, the. Oh yeah, relocate sect. Since I will show the last thing is how to relocate a sect. So you need to do build flying, canoeing, and take this flag. Now, I want to find a place which I like. So I have basically look around in this region. So we find one sect here, one sect here, one sect here, one sect here. That's the 4 sects in the HuaFeng region. This big region is the laser. Okay? And we already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You see, all 3 little towns are in the very edge, and I only find them where I found a signal post here. It's such a pain. And I would say I want to probably put my sect around here, because there's really nothing here. Or something around here, very close to the Southern Hills. So it's easier for me to go this way. And I might actually just go to here. The reason I want to put it here because there are several events happening around here. So, but I think maybe it is easier if I shift everything here. I will see. And let's see if this will work. So I found this place. Yeah, it works. So now I just need to come back to my sect. Oh yeah, they changed this thing so many times I got really confused. The reason going here is the next time when I need to go to explore the Southern Hills once I finish the Jingwei quest is closer. Also, it's very close to the Fallen Valley, so easier for me to do the thing. Now I just need to go back, click it, console hole, set relocation, start. Let's go. I will bring this person because both of them are north and south, and she because she's in north and south. Not you. Oh god, I have to do everything like this. Actually, I don't need to because I can. Once I done this, I could just manually manually relocate this person to my main count, my main sect. So let she be there. And I suggest don't bring many. Maybe I will bring something like 100. And maybe a little bit stones. Actually, I could take everything. Yeah. And yeah, here we go. The new one. I wonder what is this rabbit. But alright, so now when you click on it, click on Treasure Pavillion. No, don't tell me it's only lightning. That is not right. No, okay. Yeah, you see that all the 12 different elements are still there in your library. And the next month, not next month, but the moment you get enough mining and herbs, they will all refresh. So, and don't forget to do the same thing. Oh god. So we are back to the same thing. I will take all the 100 into this. And they should be all in this. Good. So now, don't forget to come back to this branch and adjust this, because yeah, you can see now it's much less. So I will make you to back to 0. I'm sorry, but we need more people here. 60 is probably not enough. We need at least 80. So you also become less. 80. Because we need spirit stones still. And I think that would be it. Now we have shifted our new sect to the new region. And we have our 2 Grand Elders as Northern Soul. I will bring back this person as well. Yeah, this is another way. If you want someone from your original branch, for example, I want Gongmo to be in my new, you can choose branch, choose her, and choose Yuanzhi sect. And I think that would be it for everything about sect management. So we have talked about how to manage a sect by choosing different missions, and this is a good example. And I mean, don't forget to choose the most rewardable quests. And we have showed you how to conquer other sects so that you can bring back all 12 elements, and once you shift to a new region, you also have all the 12 elements. I have showed you how to get the sect destiny that you wanted, which had already existed in other sects. So use A, conquer B, use B, conquer C, and at C you will get the destiny of B. And I've also showed you how to change your sect fate by going to auctions and get the item. And oh, thank God, this is Murderous Rise, because the bug that in this region it appears the word together again. So I was wondering, wait a minute, if I shift, what if it's again back the word together? But no, it's still the Murderous Rise, so that's great. I don't need to worry about it. And yeah, so I think the next few months I will still spend some time to manage the sects and try to get everything working. So for example, here I have left one last branch here, but I could any day use one of my lower branch sects to conquer this one as well. So yeah, that's I think will be the end of this video, and thank you for your watching. The next video will be going around in the HuaFeng region, probably finishing all the quests. I mean, not quests, yeah, the main quests, including the Houyi shooting the sun one, and I can't finish the Jingwei one because that needs golden core. But I will show you some tavern quests that you can do in HuaFeng as well. And thank you for watching, and if you like this video, please leave a like or subscribe, and I will see you next time.